Alright, boom. Yes, this time there's no tea for the tea talk. I just got home from work and I ate my dinner and I had something to drink with it and I'm full and I'm not about to force no tea down my body. But I still wanted to talk to y'all because today was a wonderful day. So today was my first day at this job, and my history with jobs over these last 8 years has been terrible. I've bounced around from job to job to job, dealt with so many things y'all wouldn't even understand. Like, yes, you would understand, but you'd be like, are you serious? Like, I'll give you an example. I worked at a sales job, over almost 2 years ago now, and it was my first ever sales job. And so I bought a book from Andy Elliott. He's a professional sales trainer, and like he really about that. If you don't know who Andy Elliott is, he really about that life. He's a great leader. I don't know too much about him in terms of like whatever else personally about him, but all I know is that he's a great leader clearly because he's led people to success. And I bought that book and I studied how to do sales. And in the first month of me working alone on the sales floor at that company, I made the store $40,000. Now, I made the store $40,000. I didn't see nothing close to that. Yeah, the commission package and the pay was a scam. It was all a scam. And I exposed it. And I let them know, like, bro, this ain't it. Like, this ain't right. And the other people, the top 2 salespeople of the company worked at that store. They told me, we would love for you to be our boss. Because they loved how I was as a person. And they saw how dedicated I was to being good at sales. You feel me? And in my very first month doing sales, I made the store $40,000. And in that month, they both made $100K a piece for the store. But they had 10 years plus of experience each. So in my first month, I'm almost half of what they accumulated of experience in 10 years. The management tried to finesse me into being a manager. But in reality, the reason why I say finesse is because they just wanted to dump all their problems onto me and then coast. I literally said I denied it. When they offered it to me, I said I don't want to do that because I saw right through them. And so they fired me. They tried to force me to quit. I told them I'm not quitting. They tried to make us some narrative like, oh, you just look like you don't want to be here and the numbers reflect that and da 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 da. All that stupid, you know. And so they just fired me. That's just one example. I'm not going to go into all of it, but feel me, I just want to give you some backstory of why today was such a great day. So, first day on the job, and everybody was just genuinely so nice. The people, the clientele that go there, everybody was just so helpful, nice. Everybody, you could tell it's a big like community, like a lot of regulars, a lot of the same faces. And this one lady I work with, her name is Jill. She's training me. She's an older Caucasian lady, super nice. And I got a burp. I'm sorry. Y'all, you getting the real raw me. You feel me? I ain't editing nothing out. So super nice lady, and so we get to talk and we're conversing, you know, and she starts showing me her dogs and stuff. So I tell her my vision of what I plan on doing with my life. And prior to this encounter, right, I had been praying to the Most High and really just like cultivating a vision and really focused on it and really building it and praying to Him, like leading me in the right way, all that. And I read in the books that I told you about, one of the books I told you about last Tea Talk, it says in there, like, you got to share your vision with people, with the right people, to help it flourish and help it, like, proceed further. So I decided, because I have very big trust issues, I ain't gonna lie. I don't really tell people too much about what I got going on. But I was like, you know what? Like, this lady is so genuine and so nice, and she's showing me her dog, and I can tell she really loves and cares about them. She was telling me about how she has 6 dogs, and, like, I guess the limit of the town she's in, you can only have 3. I don't even understand how that's a law, but whatever. You can only have 3 dogs, she got 6. I ain't snitching on you. I definitely just dry snitched on you. But they ain't gonna see this, so it is what it is. What's it called? So, right? I tell her my vision, and she gives me all this information about a place I could go to volunteer and to really cultivate myself and gain experience in that environment and in that lane. Gave me their address, their number. She said that the people know her there, so when I go there, tell her that she sent me and all that. And I'm just like, in my head while she's talking, I'm cheesing, right? And I'm in my head, I'm just saying, HalalYahuah Todah Elohai. I couldn't believe, like, I could, but it was just like, the very first day at this job, after all this history of me having all these bad experiences at a job, the very first day, I get somebody that helps me proceed my vision. And I'm still so thankful. I was like literally telling her, like, I know you see me cheesing, and, like, I'm at a loss for words. Like, I'm trying to find the right words to say to, like, show my gratitude. And I'm just like, the Most High is so good. He's so good. Like, not only did that happen, like, the place I'm working at is a place I've always wanted to work at. I never got hired at these places previously, every time I applied to them. But this place gave it to me. You know, this place selected me. When I had the interview, the guy told me, he's like, you're at the top of my list. He was like, I have like 10 interviews, but you're at the top of my list. Like, I already know I want you, but I'm gonna give these other people the courtesy to, like, you know, come and do their interviews. But he was like, expect a call from me. He called me, obviously. And it was because of my military background. Because he's military. He was in the Army. And so half the interview, probably more than half the interview, was us just trading stories about our time in the military. And he loved my personality. And that's another thing too, like, the people, like, a lot of the clientele there, a few people today were like, you have such a great personality. You're gonna fit in right. You're gonna fit right in here. You're gonna do so well here. Like, you are just such a nice person. And I'm just being me, and honestly being who the Marine Corps trained me to be to people. I call everybody sir and ma'am. Feel me? I'm very respectful. I'm very attentive. I make sure people understand, like, I care about what you're telling me. I value you as a person. So I'm gonna give you your just due respect until you, I guess, if you ever were to show me you don't deserve it, even still, I'm gonna still be professional. I'm a professional. Feel me? I'm not this unprofessional, you know, I don't care, I'm just here for a check person. I'm not that. Like, yes, I'm here for a check. Of course, I'm here to get paid, but I'm here to grow as a leader. I'm here to grow as a person. I'm here to really see how I can add value to myself, but also add value to this place. Because at the end of the day, that's what leaders do. We add value. So I'm like, man, like, this is amazing. Like, I'm really in an environment. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, the day, it flew by in a sense of, like, I did not mind being there for as long as I was there today. Other jobs, man, I'd be like, man, what time is it, bro? I'm trying to go, I'm trying to go home, bro. I'm trying to go home. Man, my mind's not even, I'm physically at the job, but my mind is nowhere there, bro. I was locked in. I wasn't even on my phone. They were like, oh, you can be on your phone when if it's, you know, slow, and you can read books, and you can do whatever you want, really. Like, it's so laid back here, and the whole time over here, like, I brought my notebook. I brought my notebook. I was going over my notes because I didn't bring my books, but now that I know I can, I'm gonna just start bringing my books too. And I'm just so thankful for today, man. Like, and I was saying when I was driving home, like, I'm over here, like, I couldn't even contain my excitement. Like, I'm over here yelling in pure joy, praising Yah. Like, I'm like, if this is how I feel, if this is how much joy I got, right? Off of the first day of me working a job. Imagine the joy I'm gonna have when I got my vision fully manifested into this world. And I'm living that every day. What? And I never would have thought that it would be like that, you know? Like, this other lady, right? She comes in to another older Caucasian lady, right? She just got a knee surgery, just like a knee replacement or something. Like, she had a whole big bulky brace on, and like, she definitely was in her like 70s, 60, 70 something, feel me? And she comes in, and obviously everyone realizes I'm new, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm the only melanated brother there, feel me? So yeah, clearly I stand out. And she sees me, and she's like, "Hi, like, what's your story?" First question she asked, she said, "What's your story?" And I'm like, that's just like, in my head, I'm like, that's a higher level question to ask somebody you just met, like, what's your story? And so I told her just a little bit about myself. You know, I didn't even know what to say. The question took me so aback. Like, I'm like, just a regular guy. Like, I said, I go to the gym. I keep to myself. I'm learning to love myself more every day. And like, I was in the military. She's like, that's it. She was like, that's why you're different. She's like, you were in the military. She's like, I was wondering why you're just so polite and you just look so, you move different, you look different. She's like, you're military. And I was like, yeah. She's like, what branch? I said, Marine Corps. She goes, oh. And I told like 3 or 4 people today, because they asked me, like, what branch? I said Marine Corps. Every time I said Marine Corps, they're like, oh my gosh, like, that's so impressive. Like, wow. I'm just like, to me, it's not, I'm going to keep it a bug. It's not to me, because I've seen the other side. Like, I know what's really like over there. Now, mind you, I'm not going to downplay the Marine Corps is very difficult. But it's just normal to me. But for them, it's like, whoa. And even like Jill, she was ex-military as well, and my boss, he's ex-military. So like, we over here like just filming, we relate, and this lady's like, that's why you different. And she starts, we just start conversing a little bit, and she goes and does, because she had an appointment, so she goes and does her thing. And I'm just like, these people genuinely are nice. They're really nice people. Like, even my what's the word for having trust issues? I can't think of the word. My cautious self. That's not the word I wanted, but for me, I'm like, you feel me? Because I know how fake that could be when people being fake nice at jobs. They just trying to get information out of you, or they just, feel me? Nah, I did not feel that. Like, I had much experience with that, so I knew this was different. And I know for a fact I'm going to accomplish everything I want to accomplish at this place. And I'm genuinely just happy. Like, I'm happy with today. I'm happy with what I got to look forward to coming. And I just want to let y'all know that Yah is wonderful. Like he said, it's nothing for him to suddenly make a poor man rich. It's nothing for him to suddenly just change your life. Like, I'm so happy, and I just read in Ecclesiastes, joyfulness of the heart is the life of man. Remove sorrow far from you. Sorrow has killed many more than the sword ever has. You feel me? And if I could find joy in this, imagine how much joy is out there for me, waiting for me, that he has just prepared for me. As long as I keep walking this path he got me on. HalalYahuah Todah Elohai. I know there's no tea, but you know what I say at the end of every video. Drink some tea today, boy.